The correct unit of account for evaluating any long-term investment is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the hurdle rate. The question to ask is whether a position beats holding cold storage Bitcoin on a risk-adjusted basis. Most assets, most of the time, will not clear that hurdle. This is not financial advice. It is for informational and educational purposes only. About 2 years ago, I wrote a research paper called Your Wealth is Melting. The core argument was simple and a bit uncomfortable. The same force that has made humanity spectacularly productive for the last 200 plus years is quietly destroying your ability to save. Technology innovation and free markets have driven down the cost of producing nearly everything. Storing wealth in assets that can be produced in greater quantities or whose cash flows can be competed away is a losing long run position. The free market will eventually melt it. That paper is what this video is about. Let's walk through it. Start with a concrete example. In the early 1970s, a physical calculator cost around $400, or approximately $3,000 in today's dollars. Companies that made calculators were profitable and investors could earn returns by owning them. Then competition intensified, technology advanced, and the cost to produce a calculator fell towards zero. Today, calculators are free, bundled into Google Search, every smartphone, and every laptop. The investors who bet on calculator companies watch their returns evaporate. The wealth transferred to consumers who got infinite calculators at zero cost. Extend that logic forward. AI and robotics are accelerating automation across farming, manufacturing, construction, and logistics. A single American farmer fed 4 people in the 1930s. By the 2010s, that same farmer fed 155 people. Global energy production increased from 12,000 terawatt hours in 1900 to 178,000 terawatt hours by 2022. Nearly a 15x increase. Data storage that may have taken many, many years to do back in thousands of years ago now complete in under 1 second. Oil productivity per worker has increased roughly 20x since 1860. This is the idea of the acceleration of production. Every major asset class actually sits in this dynamic as well. I call this the innovation trap. Innovation-driven market forces that erode your ability to save in the long run, even as they make you more productive in the short run. Here's the structural implication. In a world with a fixed money supply, when production efficiency drives the real cost of strawberries down 99%, the price of strawberries falls. The wealth concentrates in whoever holds the scarce money. The relative purchasing power of that monetary asset expands. In a world with a perfectly finite monetary asset, the capital allocator who holds that asset does not need to time the market, pick winners, or rebalance a portfolio. The expansion of global productivity flows directly to them through rising purchasing power. That asset is Bitcoin. The thesis is pretty clear. In a world of accelerating production and ruthlessly competitive markets, Bitcoin is the only savings vehicle whose supply cannot be expanded, devalued, or competed away. As Trace Mayer put it, anyone who holds Bitcoin holds a future claim on the productivity of the planet in perpetuity, discounted to the present. That framing I used in the paper is precise. Bitcoin is a deep freeze at absolute zero. Every other asset is melting at various speeds.